Yes, people. What's going on? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Saeed TV. We are here, man. Swift turnaround from that incredible, crazy, chaotic AFCON final where we can gladly say that football won. I'm sorry, Moroccans in the chat, you know what I mean? But unfortunately, man, we can't tolerate that sort of refereeing, man. You know what I mean? Absolute disgrace. Big up to Senegal. Commiserations to Morocco. But yeah, man, football won today, man. It would have been a travesty if Morocco had won that game based on the decision that was given and not decision given for Senegal as well. But yeah, big up to you lot. Double A, Flawless. How are you lot? And how did you see the final as well, just in general, before we start?
Go on, Double A.
Yeah, big up Saeed. Big up to Flawless. Big up to the best chat on YouTube. Looking forward to what I imagine is going to be a great show tonight. Yeah, man. Yeah, that final was crazy. Like I've never seen anything like that. Do you know what I mean? Like that is one of the craziest endings to a game. You know, legitimate goal disallowed, dicey penalty given, team walking off. Sadio Mane, big up Sadio Mane, standing on business, like, nah, stay, come on. And, you know, whether them going off got in the Moroccan players' heads and, you know, what he was thinking with that penalty, I will never know. I'm definitely not hearing anyone try and say, nah, he missed it on purpose. Last kick of the final, you can win the game, the tournament, the trophy for your nation.
I think you missed on purpose. I'm sorry.
Brother, no, in what world is a professional footballer missing on purpose? I'm sorry. The thing is, do you know why?
He had guilty conscience.
Brother, he won the penalty. He won the penalty. He went to take it. There's no way in this world he's like, nah, let me miss. No chance, bro. No chance.
Listen, sometimes you know you feel guilty. He's a good guy. Brahim Diaz is a good guy, clean-hearted. And he's felt like
he's a City fan. He's a City player. He's nothing clean about him.
Yeah, maybe he's not clean-hearted.
He deserved it. Let's not forget, after this weekend, he deserved it.
Yeah.
So, you turn your back on Spain because you can't get in their team. You go to Morocco. You try and disrespect the whole of Africa by doing a stupid dive and then a horrible Panenka. You miss it, and then your country goes and loses. I have no sympathy for him whatsoever. Okay. And I'm not hearing he didn't. He tried to miss it. No chance.
Yeah.
No way.
Okay.
But other than that, cannot wait for today's show. I'm so excited.
Big up, man. Flawless, you good as well?
Yeah, man, I'm blessed, man. Big up for having me each and every time on this. I appreciate it. Shout out to you, Double A. Big up the chat as well. Everyone watching this back as well. Can't wait for this show. I normally look forward to this show anyway. I'm still gassed. Amarim's gone. Let me just start there. Like I'm still over the moon. Like he's gone. As great as the victory was. Yeah, we ain't even spoke.
We've not even spoke about it.
It was spoke. As great as the victory was, as great as the performance was, and Carrick and the players playing well, and Maino playing well, and others, and obviously put the Martinez with Scholes and Nicky Butt situation. I'm just glad he's gone. Like start there. Like I might start every single show talking about that, just because he had us in a different level of hell. And you've seen, and the City game is a prime example of that. Because all Carrick did, obviously we'll discuss it. He did nothing special, not to take away. He did the basics, simplified it, and we play like that. So, yeah, man, I'm good. Again, big up the chat. And I just seen the final goal, actually. The actual goal that... Was it Papagay who scored? Yeah.
Banger goal.
Yeah, the goal was crazy. Because I didn't watch it. So, obviously, I was just before we went live. I was listening to you talk about it and seeing the Panenka as well that Diaz missed. Do I think he missed it on purpose? No. I don't think he missed it on purpose.
Come on, bro.
I don't think he missed it on purpose.
Can I just say... Before we get into it as well, can I say I've had one of the most fun Sundays I can
come on
ever remember, brother. Let me tell you now. This morning, I was watching. I love that fan reaction TV. Right, that's one of my favorite things to watch. After when you're on it, when people I love are on it, you know, I'm watching the Spurs one. I watch the United one now, and I see something. I'm like, sometimes I'll hold back and say, I'm not asked about stuff like that because it's not anything to do with me. I seen something today and I thought I have to just tweet about it, thinking, brother, I've got like 2.8k followers on Twitter. Yeah, my tweets don't bang. I don't get viral tweets. I've had Twatty FC fans on strings today. Let me tell you, absolute strings, bro. Being called a fat pig, being called a sad bastard. Like, it's like the old days of Twitter. I've just sat there all day laughing. It's been unbelievable because he's a fake fan. He's not real. If you watch that video, the way he laughs at celebrating a goal, for me, I had to call it out because I'm fed with it. Sometimes you just got to hold your hands up and say, listen, I'm done. It's dumb heading. So yeah, them twat AFC fanboys today have had it from me. It's been fucking fantastic.
Somebody's been on smoke today.
Oh, mate.
Wind up. I seen it, man. Like people are like, hey, what, shut up, but he's like, nah.
The tweets are like 350,000 views and shit. It's gone mad. It's been fun. It's been fun.
Let's go, man. Big up to you, man. But we're having fun. We won the derby, and we should have won by a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm still loving it. I watched the whole game back last night when I got home.
To do that.
You know what I mean? I'll say the link if you need it, but I'm just over the moon, man. I'm over the moon. I'm buzzing, and that's what we want to be as fans. Yeah, we want to be buzzing by our football club. We haven't had a lot to be thankful for, guys. Let's be honest. We haven't. We've been depressed. We've been moaning. We've been shouting, but it was so refreshing to see a Man United team to be able to play on the front foot, attacking football, entertaining. You know what I mean, and win a game by a more than comfortable margin because we know we should have won it by 4, 5, maybe 6. You know what I mean? And yeah, man, flawless. We was in the car park. You came in. You know what I mean? Did your thing and happy to help. Here to help.
Yeah, here to help, man. That's the irony on the side. Appreciate you doing the match traction with me as well.
Come on, man,
make sure you go check that out because the people them clearly I need to do more content outside and more match reactions outside because the feedback's been good from it. But yeah, you mentioned it there about when's the last time you can say we've beaten Manchester City and it's like deservedly so. And the only disappointment is we didn't score more. It should have been 3 or 4. When you look at the chances we missed, when you look at the situations we was in, like the Bruno pass that was short to Mbeumo. I don't know if Bruno should put more on it or Mbeumo should drop short. But yeah, that is legit. I wish I could be on this show and we were just talking more about Manchester United should have won by more. I wish that was the only complaint. For anyone who likes to criticize us and say we're positive and negative, look at the joy that we have. Look at the joy that we currently have. You hear Double A from the start of the show. I'm going to enjoy this show. This is going to be great. And I couldn't be happier to the point. I need to watch the game back. I've just not got around to it. You know how many highlights I've watched? I've watched the highlights of the Rondo of so many different Instagram accounts. It's like 6 or 7. Yeah, I've watched it in English. I've watched it in Arabic. I've watched people do their own commentary over it, just watching it over and over again. The picture of Mano when he's walking out, when he's walking back through the tunnel, and Mount's next to him. And Mbeumo celebrating, Dogu celebrating, the Bruno comps the whole night. Like, love it. Carrick there celebrating with Mano. Hear the enjoyment that I'm talking about all these things with. That I'm just watching highlights back, not even of the goals, just of random stuff. When Mano sent Semenyo back to Bournemouth with the turn. I've watched that so many times. So many different Instagram accounts and Twitter accounts. So yeah, in regards to the game, I mentioned it there right at the very start. Salute to Carrick. You know why? Because he implemented a simple game plan, and this is where our criticism on the show lied with Amorim. When people talked about the team not being good enough and the players not being good enough, take advantage when you are facing better sides and they don't play to their level. Granted, we contributed to that too. As I seen the front three and I was thinking, why is he gone with Dogu and Mbeumo and Ahmad? And then in the first 5 minutes, I was like, oh, I get it. He's gone with our most mobile front three off the ball to hit them on the counter attack. And all of a sudden, when we're defending, we're closing down the space and defending as a team. That's why you see it with Casemiro. Now, all of a sudden, Casemiro and Mano, our midfield's not a problem against one of the best midfields in the league, against one of the best teams. I was very concerned about Doku and Semenyo on either side. I've seen it all, man. Sir Carrick Ferguson. I've seen all of that. Someone said that in the comment section. Sir Carrick Ferguson. I was dying. So you got Semenyo and Doku against Shaw and Dalot. I'm like, all right, that could be a mismatch. Of course, we'll talk about the Martinez situation. Personally, my man of the match, I thought he was excellent. I thought he was very, very good, Martinez. Maguire did the business. Of course, you're concerned about Haaland, but we limited them. 1 shot on target they had. 1 shot. They didn't remember that one shot. What was that one shot? I don't even remember the one. You know what? It was the one where it was like Lamens and Dalot combined stopped it
clear off the line.
I think Dalot got to it, but Lemens would have saved it anyway. But yeah, props to, and I'm sure we'll discuss more and give plaudits to everyone, but plaudits to all of them. And Carrick as well. Simple game plan. When we don't have the ball, drop in, condense the space. I also like the fact that we pressed at times and other times we didn't. Basics. Fullbacks at fullback, centre back at centre back, 2 central midfielders playing in there. None of this, fullbacks inverting, overlapping centre backs, or our centre back pressing on the edge of their area. Simplified it, and it worked, as you've seen. So I'm with it.
And then, you know what I mean? Double A, you were chilling, man. You had the 2 goals right in front of you, man. You know what I mean? In terms of like the celebrations, man. That must have been madness when that Abumo goal went in. Like the crowd in that circuit, that section there.
Bro, I was that giddy. I did. So obviously I did a video yesterday, a vlog yesterday for the game. It's up on the channel now. Like the celebrations are genuine. You know what I mean? None of this fakeness. Like I was so giddy getting up. Like, bro, I missed the goal. I got him celebrating and running away. I even obviously got 2 of the
disallowed goals.
Yeah, one of the disallowed goals.
One of the disallowed goals, yeah.
Mount's disallowed goal. Like, mate, it was. We were talking before. So my whole thing before the game was we just didn't. Me and Saeed kept saying to each other on the way up, it don't feel like a derby. It just doesn't feel like a derby.
It don't. It didn't feel like
there was no apprehension outside. There was none of that giddiness or expectation or feeling a bit of nervous and stuff like that. And it's horrible to feel like that on a derby because, you know, the second biggest game of the season, you just kind of want to be feeling it from before you even walk into the ground and even get into the ground. And I felt there was a little bit of anticipation, but you feel like that's more because you want to see Carrick's Reds. What's Michael Carrick going to do with the team rather than the anticipation of the moment or an anticipation of the game and the occasion kind of thing. The happiest thing yesterday for me in the whole game, outside of the performance, outside of the goals, outside of Carrick, outside of the fact we should have been 5 or 6, never mind 3 or 4 flaws. Yeah, it was a fact. It was a fact. And I text you, didn't I, say it felt like a derby. Like when those tackles were going in, there was a bit of bite and there was a bit of argy-bargy, and it felt like there was like a little bit of desire. That's when because if you go back to the game at the Etihad, and we all moaning, where was the tackles? Where's someone getting a yellow card? Where's it putting it about them to show that, you know, even though you're beating us, you're bopping us off the park, we ain't gonna just allow that. It was totally different, and you saw it. You know, Delo getting that yellow card. There was stuff I can't remember who it was that had a little bit of argy-bargy on our left-hand side in the first half, and you know there was a bit of players all pushing each other. That's what I want to see. Like, let them know. Listen, you might come here on occasion, but it's not today. It's not running today, and we're going to show you. And you know, I have issues with certain players that I think might not be good enough long term, but man for man, and as a collective yesterday, they were fucking fantastic. Every single player left everything out, and we scream about that every time. You know what I mean? Flawless is the champion for saying it. Have you give everything? Have you left everything out on the pitch? Have you done the bare minimum? Have you done the basics? They did all of that and more yesterday, and that's outside of the result. That's what I'm happier with most. And I said to you, Saeed, I think the players were in a catch-22 yesterday. In that, if we got beat or if we got battered, it's I told you they were shit. I told you they can't do it. It's not. Whereas I think I've not really seen any of it. Really, I think they might have got away with it because they performed so well. I was expecting so see, you just couldn't do it from him, or see you picking and choosing.
No. It was just pure. Everyone's just pure happy, man. Derby, you can't say that in a derby, though, innit? Derby.
I don't know, but you still get them fans that'll be like, "Oh yes, you know that."
I didn't see that.
Like, well, I'm happy that I haven't. I'm happy that I haven't. But that's what I thought. The players want to hide into nothing. But yeah, it was, mate. That second half, that's the best I've seen Old Trafford for a long time.
It seemed that way from listening in, because obviously I had the commentary on and I could like hear the crowd. And I was like, it seems like it's rocking as I expected it to be as well. I really did. And like you mentioned, their application was there. Because even if we put in that performance and don't get the result, we draw or lose the game, I'm not crashing on the players. And people can talk about, Amrim needs to, they couldn't do it for Amrim. Carrick gave them a platform and a game plan to go and implement. Now, if the players didn't do that, that's how I'm looking at them. But Carrick made it really simple, both from an attacking standpoint and a defensive standpoint. Lo and behold, we win the game. And actually, but people acted like it was the impossible. Hit City that's been City's weakness for however long now. Is hitting them on a counter attack. Even when we've beat them in the past, there's been counter attack. So, all right, let me play our most free. I'm going to play on the counter attack and play our 3 quickest players in the front 3. Who would have thought? Who would have thought?
Yeah,
Jesus,
you're right.
I know,
Absolutely right.
I'm one of the players. Yeah, and one of the players who did excellently was Martinez. And listen, there was a lot of talk beforehand, and you know, I want to give the context. So Nicky Butt, he basically said, to Lisandro about basically, you know, when picking him up. What did he say again? What was it? What was the actual?
He said that Martinez can pick him up and no, Haaland can run and he can pick up Martinez and run with him. So I watched the pod. It's a very good pod. I watch it. It's a very, good pod.
Most of the pod I kind of agree with when they talk about football. But then obviously Lisandro Martinez had his say. You know what I mean? And he said I told him Scholes already, if he wants to say something to me, he can come to me wherever he wants, to my house, wherever, I don't care. And then he goes, I think for me, I respect the relations when they want to help the club, because everyone could talk about on the television, but when you sit here face to face, no one says anything to your face. That's a fair comment, you know, because I don't think if Paul Scholes and Nicky Butt were on television, Sky Sports, TNT, they would have the same opinion of Martinez and would say it to his face. Not that it's very, very common for pundits to say that, but I just think for me, like, yo, end of the day, like, why would you say that before a derby? That's one thing I would say about Scholes and Nicky Butt. Why say that before a derby, yeah? And B, I just think for me, especially if you're an ex-professional as well, like, you would know, like, you know what I mean? At the end of the day, like, they're professionals and they're footballers, isn't it? Like, you don't need to put that sort of like.
So you saying they should have had some bias towards Manchester United because they're ex-Manchester United?
Not bias, but just like a common like understanding that, yo, like, have you done your research? Have you done your research?
Lift them up. Go on. Lift them up rather than knock them down. You know.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
You're seeing that. Well, Scholes is seen as one of the biggest legends of the last 30 years. Do you know what I'm saying? Nicky Butt was a good squad player. I disagree. I do think I'm from the same area as Nicky Butt, and I think Nicky Butt would 100% say it to Martinez's face, by the way. He's known, from Gorton, he's known for not being shy. So I think he definitely would say it to his face. Not that he should, because what he said is abhorrent, and he should never say that about even like a fellow professional footballer, never mind like someone who plays for the same club you are most known for. But in the build-up to a derby, and a derby that a lot of United fans would be apprehensive about, because we don't know what we're going to get with Carrick. We know we've just been knocked out of the FA Cup. There's the fan base is split and divided. The club is fractious right now. Nothing but positivity. That's what all I want to hear. And this, I think, outside of Scholes and Butt, this is the problem with the ex-United like commentators and pundits. They all have their own issues. Gary Neville is always at it. Keane is always at it. Rio has his critics as well. And it seems these players we lauded, have been some of our greatest players. For some reason, now they've gone over to the media. They're absolutely shocking to listen to. I couldn't care less what any of them say. I won't listen to that podcast because it's dead. I mean, Paddy McGuinness on there. I don't know what you're doing. Do you know what I mean? It's not 10 years ago. I don't know what he's doing on there.
Daddy, you know what? Because they did it initially.
Yeah. They brought that comedy voice in,
and they needed someone to be like I think it's a very good podcast. I ain't gonna lie.
This is what he said anyway. He replied, someone's had a good game, was really happy for you. Tea, no sugar, please.
See,
I don't get that as well. Like
it's a backhanded like apology. It's not even an apology. It's backhanded and kind of doubling down on what you're saying. But I think it's disgusting what you did, and I think it don't belong in someone. Again, why are you not backing the boys? Why are you not saying, And you look at it. He'd not scored in 5 of the 6 games he's played against him. So
he's got a good record.
You're not doing your research, and now it's 6 and 7. He's not scored in him. So do some. But again, it's not a podcast where to do research. It's just a podcast to come on and talk shit for an hour, and that's about it. They're not getting fed research, and obviously they wanted to go viral, get a clip out there, and that's exactly we're all talking about it. So their podcast gets a lot of spotlight. This is the way of the modern media nowadays, and the only thing for us is as big United fans and who go to the ground and watch the games and support the boys. when they deserve to. It's a piss take. Do you know what I mean? And I just think it's just not needed, and it just again just dampens the whole ex-United pundit lot that we have. That I you know, Carrick talks more sense about United than them do, and that's saying a lot.
That's saying a lot as well. My thing is, I don't mind them speaking the way they want to speak about United in general and whatnot. It just comes across for me like with Roy Keane, for example. There's no research, there's no analysis, there's no nothing. It's just a case of, well, do your job. Where's your mentality? Like, bro, I want to hear some analysis sometimes, man, but I don't hear that from Roy Keane. Like, for example, the Michael Carrick one looks personal. The Evans one, I agree. Evans shouldn't be maybe there because of the fact that he knows Carrick. You feel me? At the same time, the Carrick one just looks a bit personal, man. I think was he not talking about his wife and that as well? Like,
because his wife because this was like over 10 years ago. Carrick's wife had said something about Keane on Twitter. The tweet's out there. The chat will pull up. Yeah. His wife had said so. Keane has obviously had this. I think it's 2014. Because Keane had said something about Carrick. Yeah. I'd like, someone in the chat will pull up the tweet.
Let me find the tweet. The tweet out.
Yours got the tweet. Yeah. If you type in Carrick's wife, Keane, it will come up because she said something about him on Twitter. That's why he says in the overlap clip, his wife will probably do the tweet. She got a lot to say for herself. So we know with Keane what it's like. It's like Keane with the Ferguson thing, man. He's never going to say nothing good about him. Yeah, here we go.
Roy Keane, and anything to provoke a reaction, that's all done. And by the way, it was when Roy Keane, I remember this year, was this after the Olympiacos game?
I think it was when we lost 2-0. I think we
lost 2-0, and then he said basically, Roy Keane goes, he was asked a question about Michael Carrick's post-match interview, and he goes, a bit more personality, a bit more, say something more. I said, bro, like, not everyone's going to be this boisterous, loud captain, bro. Do you think our legends are too stuck on the past where now we can't do anything right? So
I think people I think people put too much credit on our legends. I think that's where it's from. I think there's too much attention surrounding him because the our legend Double A mentioned it. Paul Scholes and Nicky and Roy Keane and these players we're talking about are lauded. They gave us three here and many Manchester United fans watching right now some of the best moments we've ever seen watching football and successes and Premier Leagues and Champions Leagues, etc., etc. I was concerned. I wouldn't have went as far as Scholes and Butt in regards to Martinez, but was I concerned about Haaland against Martinez and Maguire? Yes. You know why? Because it's Erling Haaland. Of course I'm concerned, especially because of the form we're going into. Adding the fact that Carrick's also there as well. And it's Manchester City with they've just scored 10 even though it was Exeter they played against. Of course I'm concerned. But I went as far as to say they'll pick him up and carry him into the net. Yeah, but I watched it and I was like, all right, they're giving their opinion. The same way when Rio gives his opinion and we think it's wrong.
It's gospel.
Like like it's one of them. Like clearly Scholes.
Oh, the problem is though, Man United dominate the media. Yeah, so therefore it becomes a conversation where Martinez has to basically answer to it. Like he shouldn't really answer to it.
You know what? And he did. You know how he answered to it? His performance. That was the answer.
That's true.
His performance. I think he was man of the match. I said I think they was all pretty much fantastic, bar a couple. He was my pick of man of the match. I thought he was exceptional defensively. I thought he was exceptional on the ball. That's how you answer that. Now, if he chooses to respond to Scholes and Butt the way he did, fairs. Because they didn't say again. Maybe it is. I think it's not that Haaland would struggle. It's he's gonna pick him up because it seems that he it over the edge from football and that's personal. Because when man starts saying, "Say it to my face," you can come to my house and say that goes beyond. Do I think anything's gonna happen between them? No. But it's again, this is just me guessing because it was football from them aside from that, and it seems he's taking it beyond football because you're going to get criticized. Martinez I think he's been unfairly criticized by Manchester United fans before the game. I've been hearing this. People have been on his case and saying he's not good enough and and all this type of stuff. So, yeah, with it, I think, of course, it's going to make news, Saeed. You're spot on because we're Manchester United and it's ex-legend saying it. But in the grand scheme, Martinez performed like that every week. Then they don't have a leg to stand on. Yeah, go on, Double A.
Well, I don't even think it comes down to performance, really. I wasn't even going to jump on that, but you said to keep him quiet because they mentioned something that has nothing to do with the game. Like to say, basically saying Haaland's tall, Martinez is short, and he's just going to dominate and pick him up and run with him, blah, blah, blah. That's nothing to do with his football talent. It's nothing to do with how he plays the game. It's personal. It feels personal. And like someone in the chat was, the reason why I jumped in, someone in the chat said then, well, it's a bit hypocritical to say that ex-players saying that when that's what content creators do all the time. We're not ex-players. We've not played the game. Like for me, I think ex-players still should have that level of, unless you're an idiot like Joey Barton, yeah. But when these two, because these two were bemoaning about not being able to go to games, so you are probably stay in the good graces of the club, then, don't you? If you're trying to going against one of the current players, to me, doesn't show. And then you're getting pictured next to Fergie and all that kind of stuff. Like, I just feel it's just not warranted. It's not needed for them to have a go. If Martinez has done something, has been shit, but since he's come back, he's been okay. And he's been out for a long time, and he's still not found his full form. Hopefully, yesterday is the start of that. I just don't think the criticism was warranted to that level right before one of the biggest games of the season in an unknown territory with Carrick. I just don't think we needed to do that. So us being us and being sometimes idiots and saying stupid stuff like we like to say is a little bit different to someone who's meant to be a legend of the football club, who you'd expect to back in the right way, unless obviously I'd never want them to just lie and be positive for the sake of being positive. But in the context,
line you're saying.
Yeah. There was no need for them to go at Martinez like that in any way. It felt odd, really, to me. But,
and he had an ACL as well. As well.
You mentioned it there about the comment AA, where the person saying, "Oh, content creators call out people," and content creators get called out for that. Yeah, Saeed, you've been called out by ex-professionals.
Bruno Fernandes. People call me out and say, "Yo, explain for Bruno Fernandes." Okay, I explain.
Ex-professionals have said stuff to you on Insta, so it's always going to be an opinion. And when you are Paul Scholes or Nicky, but of course you're going to be that. That's the part of it I think he's taking offense to. That seems to be it, because he's saying, "Oh, they don't say anything," but they're not going to walk up to you and be like, "Yeah, I
won't preempt a bad game for Bruno." I won't be like, Bruno's going to be bad and Bruno's going to have a stinker and I'm ready for it. I'm not going to preempt it. That's the thing, though. Like, I won't preempt one of our players having a bad game and be like, "Yo,
what's crazy?
Do this."
People will accuse us of having impact and influence on the team in a bad way, but won't do the same for legends. Like me saying it, if I would have said that before the derby about Lisandro Martínez and Scholes and Butt say that, of course for them it would have more impact. But if he has a bad game, people will blame me. I'm sure. I know you both had that where you not have been blamed for results. Like, was I on the pitch? Did I lose my man? Like, was it me who wasn't tracking back runners? Did I misplace passes? But people will say that, "Oh, you lot are the reason why it's a toxic and negative." And no, it's toxic and negative because of them. So I get where the pushback is in regards to that, because they can have more of an impact. But then where's the line is of them being Manchester United legend? I have a job to do. I'm a pundit. That's where it's tough when you start talking, because we watch them all be biased towards Ollie. We watch that. Because if that's any other manager, they are slaughtering him. But because it was Ollie, that man said nothing. To the point Carrick pointed that out. And he was like, "I'm tired of the Liverpool guy said, I'm tired of Keane and Neville defending this guy. Because if that's Amorim or Ten Hag or Van Gaal or Mourinho, they're crucifying him. Stop, because it's your brethren." But that's where I suppose it's tough.
Yeah, and that's why Ineos really, that's one thing they may manage to make a correct decision on, is that they've not allowed emotion to get ahead of themselves in terms of the job. They gave it to Carrick because they felt like he could be a bit more ruthless. Like, even when he was coming into the stadium, I don't want to get too excited yet, but you see the way he walked out of the... No, we're real talk, no, man.
Talk about how the way
No, real talk, man. He came out with a Fergie coat here and had that sense of, "Yo, I'm the Man United manager here, bro. I'm the head coach." There went no just crawl in. And that's why when I look at it, you have to have someone, even when he said today, "Has it been a crazy week for you?" He said, "No, it's been a normal week." I like that. I don't want you to feel like you don't belong here. Do you get what I'm trying to say? You need to own, you need to basically realize you're the Man United manager. And I feel like Carrick, not only did he possess that as a player, because he was so good, it does a calming the football down and calming the play down. Now as manager, he's just a bit relaxed. Don't get caught up in the you know what I mean, bro.
Do you remember what Amorim said in his first week? Oh, I can't. The amount of interviews I've done, I can't get over it. He was shook. He was absolutely shook. I hear what you're saying. You need to settle a little bit because
I am settled. I'm just telling you, like,
no. People saying
Saeed is one
Carrick 16
away from getting absolutely.
If we smoke them on Sunday, he's out.
I told you already. I'm not gonna do that.
Do you know why? Do you know why? Because my dad is the same way. Like, because if you watch the video, my dad's like, nah. I don't. He's basically saying Carrick can't do much. He's not got the experience. This and this, whatever, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
He messaged me today. I've watched the game back, son. And you know, if he carries it on a little bit, I said, don't you dare. Don't you dare.
Your dad was
do
ready.
Not dare.
He was ready to jump.
Do not dare. And he was like, but he's giving it, he's going, no, but I'm just saying, if he gets us there and, you know, why start again? Why do it in the summer if he's starting something good? So this is the problem, Dad. This is where we've been before. Let's not forget Ole. He's like, I know. I said, you're right. In some ways, it could work. You know, Pep didn't have much experience when he went into Barca. Yes, I know I'm using a massive example, but it's probably the best example to use. But, you know, and the only way I can put it down to is you're still on the come down from yesterday. Like that high that we had, especially if you was in Old Trafford yesterday, was phenomenal. Like that second half, I've not felt nerves for probably the FA Cup final, maybe. Not even the Europa League final. Maybe
emotionally detached you was double A, as was I. I haven't celebrated goals like that in over. Like I remember the last time I actually genuinely celebrated goals. Genuinely.
The nerves, because I thought we're so on top of this game. It can only go one way. The PTSD was kicking my ass yesterday. I was like, "Dan, we can't win," and we were missing chances. We were offside goals. I was like, "Oh, please don't do this to me now." And then we scored the goal, and I was just like, I think I tweeted said a Cobby dagger now would be perfect. Yeah, I think like 10 seconds later we scored the second, and it was unbelievable.
Madness. This is what it's about, though, man. You want to feel that. You want to feel that energy. You want to feel that drive, bro. It was limbs in the crowd, bro. It was limbs, like, and that's what you want to do, and that's what Carrick installed. I think it's still easy to play against Man City because you don't need a lot of telling in a Manchester derby. This is where, like, the game against Fulham and them teams there, where United are gonna have to show for it. But I think there was tactical. The fact that Lisandro came out here, did you see what he said after the game? He said about like Carrick, the way he set up the team in 3 days. Different. Bro, like it was mad. He said it's incredible.
It was so different. Everything was so.
You know why? Because he simplified it and we can understand it. Hey, you see when we don't have the ball, you lot drop off, compact the space. Hey, you know what? When we do get the ball, hey, Dorgu, Ahmad, and Bremo, you man are quick running behind. There's gonna be space to run. That's it.
That's what he said. So different mentality, different guy. He knows what it really means to club. He sent us a message that he played there for a long time. He won everything. He's a big legend. He wants to help the football club. I think we're in a tough situation. Today was the best moment to change that. 3 days, 3 days to set up us like that and get the best out of what we had. I just thought it was excellent, bro. And you know what I mean? I'm just happy, bro. Like we were able to deliver that, bro. You know what I mean? Yeah. And we were able to execute. Yeah.
It was almost a perfect storm because it was just like the heartbreak or the frustration and anger last Sunday, getting knocked out of the cup the way we did, managing to survive, not getting Ollie again, and getting Carrick in was unbelievable. So it was like you start the week, you're like, oh, okay, it's not Ollie again. Beautiful. Then they come down with Holland, and you're thinking, please don't be the lead up to Southgate coming in. I can't bear to have Southgate coming in.
Nah.
But then you start to think, right, I'm there Saturday. I'm going to be there. Let's just see. And I just think his first game is the derby. His record before was brilliant, against Emery, Tuchel, and Arteta. You just think, just show up. Like, and I'm not one, like you guys, I know you say, if we lose, at least lose well. At least lose with a bit of fight. And it was almost like, when you see the team and you're just like, I just hope, I pray Manchester United today can show up and just give us something to hold on to and believe in. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, just to salvage this season. And then within that first 15 minutes, I was like, did I walk through this gate and get transported to 2000? Like, what am I watching it? I couldn't believe it. I was like, right, I'm expecting to see Giggs down the wing and Beckham here and Van Nistelrooy up top. It was just a different world. And then we at the bar, like, hey, it was so good, yeah. Harry Maguire made me follow on Instagram yesterday. That's how good it was.
Wow.
I followed Harry Maguire yesterday. I didn't realize I was following Delo, so I unfollowed him, but I did follow Harry Maguire.
Yeah.
I'm not following Delo, I'm sorry. But yeah, I mean,
Delo's, yeah.
It was wicked.
Yeah.
It was absolutely amazing. It was so good.
So good. How we talking about it, and again, it was planned and it was deserved. We could ask no more of the managers. The players did the business as well, both from a defensive and offensive standpoint. Because let's not like change what the conversation was before the game. Was we're getting packed up. That was the conversation. Everything is outside of the game being at Old Trafford. Everything is in City's favor. The managers knew. Is Pep Guardiola one of the GOATs? They've just come off battering Exeter. They haven't won they've drew a couple in the league, etc., etc. They got Donnarumma in goal. Their defense is better than ours. Our midfield's better than ours. I already mentioned it right at the start how our fullbacks are a weakness and that was their strengths. And they got Erling Haaland up top. And we nullified everything. They didn't even get half chance. Never mind clear-cut chances. They didn't even get half chances. They did not even get, and it's everyone credit, like I said, both defensively and offensively. Like someone mentioned in the chat, like Dorgu, for example, will talk about his goal, and that's just sheer will. It's great play by Cunha, but he just runs past, just run. Literally, he's like, hey, let me attack this area in case a cross drops here. And Cunha did that. He's not picked him out. Hey, you know what? Let me get the ball out wide and cross the ball across the box. If someone's there, will score a goal. Who would have thought these things? Simple. Quick player in Cunha, you can go past the player, goes past the player, crosses the ball, and better yet still, Carrick actually made an attacking changes.
Yeah.
He actually made, like, he wasn't just, all right, we're 1-0 up against City, they're dominating the ball, let's just retreat. I'm going to take off Mbeumo, and I'm going to put on Agate. That's what that last guy would have done. 100%, or would have changed the centre-back for a centre-back type of thing. He would have done some foolishness like that. I'm like, no, there was still intent for the game plan to remain, and that's where the second goal comes from, and it should have been more. I still can't believe that third goal was ruled off. The Mount goal.
But they didn't even check the lines, by the way. They didn't check the lines.
I see it looked
just
like
behind him, apparently.
Yeah, Cunha was slightly off. It was, but like that's it. Yeah, midfield that has no. So if your midfield has no legs, you know what you do? Give your midfield less ground to cover. Yeah. You don't have a super mobile midfield. Hey, when we have the ball, hey, Dorgu, Ahmad, Bruno, hey, you might drop in and let's drop off a few yards and then give City the ball and they got no space to play. And then when we get it back, we have Bruno, Casemiro, Meno, who can all, and Martinez as well included in that. You can all hit space. It's Bruno special. He's kicking the ball into space. We've seen him do this for 5-6 years. Hey, Bruno, find one of these lot.
He was a demon with it yesterday. He was
today, bro. I can't lie. Bruno was cooking yesterday.
He was a demon. He was a demon yesterday. The two games he's come back, I personally don't think he's been fit. I just think he's been playing back, maybe with a niggle. He's not.
You know, like he was injured yesterday when he see that moment when he got injured and then he got back up.
Yeah. Like, so to come back from was it hammy, wasn't it? After 17 days, is mental, by the way.
Crazy, bro.
No one does that. And I think the Burnley game he looked off, the Brighton game he looked off, but yesterday he has his critics and he's a very frustrating football player. But I think in games like that, when he plays like that, he shows how important he can be.
And there was a discipline to him,
Manchester United.
Because you know why? Carrick don't have him in central midfield. You know why? Because he's not a central midfielder.
He's not a midfielder. Exactly.
He's not a central mid. He doesn't have. So, hey, I'm going to play Meno and Casemiro, who are better at that than you. Sit them next to you, sit them behind you, and then you'll be all right. And like I just said, hit space. One thing we know Bruno can do is hit space. And run into it as well. Because one of the offsides was Martinez to him, right? And he went around the goalkeeper.
Yes.
Ended up getting chopped off. And I think he was involved in a couple of the others as well. So, again, simplified it, discipline. That's why people say, oh, these players are uncoachable. No, they're not. They might not be the best. And I seen someone say in the chat before, one of the comments you put, oh, these players are still not good enough. But we're talking about this game in isolation. We're talking solely about the Manchester derby. We're not talking about going forward. We're talking solely about that. And credit him, Bruno was very good. Meno was very good. Casemiro defensively, A1. I thought he was exceptional from a defensive standpoint.
Amazing.
The amount of interceptions and tackles that he made. I already mentioned Martinez. Maguire was good as well. the low and Shaw on yellow cards early on against them two speed demons in Doku and Semenyo. I was like, this is the long day. But guess what? They did very, very well. Can we get something out of the Emirates? Yes. It's a tough ask.
We can.
But can we? Yes. Yeah, Saeed's already calling a win right now. I can see it in his face.
I wouldn't say a win, but I think we can. We can. Like, I think we can.
Saeed, yeah, I know you well enough, Saeed, man. I can see it.
Over, please.
I think we can. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I don't think we can win. I think that's too much of an ask. But I think
we
can go
there. Much of an ask. But listen, if we get the game plan right and we actually do what we need to do, then yeah, we can do something. But it comes down to the game plan. If we
that
have
should
to
be the game plan for Arsenal City. That should be the exact same.
Yeah. And also, what does he do now? Does he put Sesko back in? Does he go with it and Mbeumo?
I don't think he does. I think you keep it. I think keep it the same. Like,
sure?
Yeah. Yes. I was speaking. I think it was Aves yesterday, and he was talking about, Cunha didn't start, Sesko didn't start, and that's a beautiful problem to have. And there's nothing wrong with these players. Cunha is a bit different because he's, seen as the talisman, the big summer signing. That you'd expect him to be starting, even though he's been playing poorly. But Sesko is perfect. He's 22, 23. There's no reason for him to expect to start. And when you have a performance like that, it's kind of almost like you're part of the team. It's not about I should be starting, I should be doing this. And you have to trust Carrick to get the right formula.
I agree.
For each game. And it's not going to be, but I think you can already tell with him, and I know it's one game, it's not going to be rinse and repeat like you got with Amorim, because you know exactly who was starting, you know exactly how we were setting up, and you know exactly what you were getting, game in, game out. I think Arteta would be like, he has got some, going forward.
But then I think with Dogu, don't get me wrong, he played unbelievably, yeah. But like the same situation, he might say, you know what, we might need Saka to double up on Saka. But I don't think Saka's playing in the right form that I would be wanting to double up on him. I'm not saying that, you know what I mean? Be like, yo, but I wouldn't.
Yeah, it's a support thing. I think that's the game plan to go against Arsenal, though, is hit them on the counter attack. I think that should be the game plan. And we've already shown now in the City game, we have the players who can implement that. I think it should be the exact. Now, Fulham don't want to see that. That's when the players who are missing that double A mentioned, that's the conundrum. Because then it's, all right, get on the front foot, dominate the ball. It's going to be more of the same against Arsenal, which I think it is. That's why I'm not with Sesko. Playing Bremo was the 9.
Damn, already Sesko was informed, you know.
Game plan. I'd play Sesko. Here the thing is, I hear it for Sesko against Fulham. We're playing on the counter.
You bring him back to Fulham.
Sesko is not your game.
What's the greater good? You got to think of the greater good. And is Sesko starting and being frustrated against the 2 best centre backs in the league? Is that worth where you can isolate him, draw him back?
And then I would say with Mbeumo, you're then nullifying Mbeumo because Gabriel and Martinelli, it's Gabriel and Saliba, they're quick. They're not slow defenders. So are you going to get the best out of Mbeumo? At least with Mbeumo versus Ake and them, man. You know what I mean? You could get in behind. There was a few problems that, I just don't know whether. I think you need a bit of presence up front. Someone just to hold up a little bit the ball.
I don't think it's a presence thing, though. But you would have,
but you would have thought to say, like, because one thing, the 2 parallels from yesterday is obviously he's playing Mbeumo up top, and it was the same against Liverpool, wasn't it, at Anfield, right?
Yeah.
Mbeumo that was played, yeah. But if you notice the difference, it wasn't Mbeumo up top to get the knockdowns, was it? Do you know what I'm saying? We weren't playing that time. No. So he's adapted the exact same false 9, but to get him behind and to real cause issues. That tells me straight away that Carrick is much more of a forward-thinking coach with a lot more ideas and a lot more system and game plans for each game, and he'll adapt what he wants. So if he's asking Mbeumo to play, he'll adapt it so it exposes the weaknesses, little that they have, of Gabriel and Sesko. And I think you could see a rotation maybe of him and Bruno if he's going to do that, and Mbeumo against the centre backs, just to switch it up. But I get what you're saying. You do want that presence up top, but maybe they expect that, and that's what you don't really want to see. Do you know what I mean?
Counter attack, even though they are quick, even though they are quick, like Saliba and Gabriel, you still want to match pace with pace. Like that's it. Like Sesko off the bench, it's not a bad thing if we are in front, if we are chasing it to give them something different. But go with the pace. That's what got saved. The reason why we created so much was the pace on the break. It was,
Yes.
and Arsenal are going to get on the ball and they are going to play similar. Even though I think they're much better defensively than City, their game plan's going to dominate the ball every 1.5. They ain't going to sit in a low block at the Emirates. They're going to go for it.
Yeah, of course they have to. They have to drop in points. They know and expect an absolute furious start from Arsenal.
Yes,
and
yes,
that he has to contain
because they'll be
15, 20 minutes.
Behind. I think City will be 4 points behind him because they play Wolves, I think, on Saturday. So you'd assume Man City. Yeah, you'd assume Man City would be beating Wolves, and then obviously it's down to Arsenal to respond back and make it a 7-point gap. But listen, I think for me, with United right now, the confidence is, listen, Carrick's unbeaten as a Man United manager. I know it sounds crazy, but he's unbeaten as a Man United manager. They're not easy games. Villarreal, Arsenal, Chelsea, and now Man City and Arsenal. You know what I mean? So he's a big game manager in terms of what he sets up to the team. You can sell attention to detail. Steve Holland as well. I did say I was very, very happy we hired Steve Holland because tactically he's a bit more astute than the guys we've had before. You feel me? With Amrin, you didn't really see that
a bit.
You know what I mean? A lot.
More than a bit.
You really feel like the bench was helping him out. But did you see when Carrick, he got everyone around him, just to get a bit of advice from Woodgate.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But sometimes we don't see that enough from that managers the previous season, where we just don't see them communicating and understanding what we meant to do. What's the plan? He just feels Amrin's just putting his head down, and then come substitution, and just it just happens. There's not a plan, and he held up substitutions. All the substitutions came at the right time. Ogati came on right time. Cunha came on at the right time because he added a bit of energy and enthusiasm and
it's a threat going forward as well. That's what it is. It gives them still continue, even though they're attacking and trying to get back in the game at that point. We have a threat going forward. That's someone there, and we seen it with the second goal. We seen it with other points as well. Couldn't you always go and get on the ball and try and make things happen and be a threat to the opposition? So you do have to give him credit for the. You do have to give him credit for the substitutions as well, because he still went for it, stick to the game plan. That's why I would say against Arsenal, same game plan.
Yeah, 100%. Let me get these super chats in. Amrin duped me to think Mainu did not fit in.
I've seen that so many times. People saying, Maino did I was convinced all these players were terrible. I was convinced Maino wasn't good enough. And
what a performance, man, from Mainu, man.
But are we shocked? Are you surprised though? Really and truly?
No, I'm not. I'm not.
Because maybe so soon, because he's not started too many games, but the quality was always there. And I think we've all had it. I think we've all, in certain ways, we've all backed maybe a manager over a player, or we felt that manager was doing the right thing for different players for whatever reason. But hand on heart, I was never going to be gaslit into thinking Mainu wasn't our best midfielder and shouldn't be starting every single game for Manchester United. I am sorry. And then even if you say, well, it's over, I have to have Bruno over him. That, again, we spoke about it so many times. It just highlights the fact that you don't know what you're doing then if you're playing your best attacking midfielder as one of the two in the 8. I get it. It just highlights to me that maybe you are a fraud. You don't have a clue what's going on because
maybe about it.
Well, exactly,
bro.
And not to go back and look in the past, but mate, he was brilliant yesterday, and he showed so many facets to his game. The defending, the going forward with the ball, the moving into space, getting space, sending Semenyo back to Bournemouth, as people are saying. It's everything just showing. Again, the reason why so many United fans would never go to turn their back on Kobbie Mainoo, despite what outside influences might do in terms of family or whatever. That's nothing to do with the player. I've even seen players like his attitude. What has he actually done? What has he actually done to prove that he didn't want to play for Manchester United? All you've heard is stories. He wants to loan. He wants to go here. He wants to do that. Nothing from the player. Nothing ever said. He turned up to training. He's been on the bench when he's been fit. He's wanted to play. And it's all he wants to do is play for Manchester United, and he wasn't being allowed to do that in a season where our midfield is probably one of the worst we've seen for many, many a year. And you know, the one game he had started, well, before the one game he properly started was the Grimsby game.
Yeah.
You would say he was our best player.
Yeah, he was our best player.
It was his fault we lost. And
Yeah.
since that day, he should have played every single game that he was fit, and he didn't. He wasn't given a chance. And now he's gonna get a chance. And a lot of you who have doubted him, I gotta see exactly why he's our best midfielder. When you get other players with more legs, I know you say the legs thing with Casemiro, but when he's got the energy to last 90 minutes, it's Anderson, if it's a Wharton.
Yeah,
you build a midfield around Kobbie Mainoo, and with Kobbie Mainoo is when you start to see a fully functioning Manchester United that can actually compete, because we've got players in that engine room that are fantastic, and that's what we need. That's what we've been missing for many a year,
a long time, man.
We address that, we'll be good.
Because he might be the only one like midfielder left in the summer. Because we don't know if Casemiro
Oh,
is
yeah.
going to stay. We don't know if Bruno's going to stay. Agate is the talks even about him leaving this window, even though that's highly unlikely.
Nah, he's got to stay, man. He's got to stay, because we're going to get a midfielder in, so he's got to stay in that aspect of numbers.
The point is, I'm making, even if he does stay, it's two. If it's Agate and Mainoo, it's just
yeah.
Like, you need more from a quad. Like, you need, like, we need midfielders anyway. So hopefully they address that area.
If you can reduce his wages, do you keep Casemiro for another year?
Oh man, that's the toughest question, man.
I think it's tough. Yes, I would. Because you don't see.
I wouldn't have him if you can get it down to 180, 150, around that ballpark, then
If he reduces his wages, I'd have him as a squad player, 100%. 100%.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I still think for me, because you know what he'll do. Then United won't buy a midfielder in a sense of like we need to buy. I feel like it's got to get worse in that.
Apparently, they want one, don't they? Saying they want one. Saying they want them in the summer.
Yeah, have you not heard about the secret midfielder was supposed to be signing in January?
Nah, there ain't no secret midfielder, bro. I'm sorry,
it's like
bro. That man tried to gas me. It's Wesley Schneider, isn't it? It's Wesley Schneider.
Wesley Schneider.
You know what I mean, bro? Like, just going back on the Casemiro one. Apparently, if he plays every game now to the end of the season, right, he can basically there's a clause in his contract, and he can trigger the 1-year extension. But if he doesn't, then Man United can basically he's got to negotiate. Negotiate with the club.
If he reduces wages, why not?
Yeah, but I don't.
My thing is, he's gonna play.
I love Casemiro, but I'm like, the football.
You're more worried about the club, though, not. But even if he does resign, let's say Bruno goes, you still need midfielders, regardless.
Yeah.
Even if they all stay, we've got Agate, Mainoo, Bruno, Casemiro. That's not enough.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, like if you said to me Baleba and Anderson, and then you keep in Casemiro, then I'm running with that all day.
Yeah, 100%.
But if you said to me it's only Anderson and you keep in Casemiro,
no, you shouldn't be either or.
You see what I'm trying to say?
It should be an addition. Should be and.
Yeah, that needs to be. But I think if it is just Anderson, I do then think Casemiro becomes a bench player, and it's Kobbie and Anderson 100%.
Yeah.
But the big thing is then is it Bruno that goes if Casemiro?
I think he's gone. I think Bruno.
He's gone either way.
Yeah, bro. Low-key,
I think too much has been said.
Well. Like, he can't be part of a new rebuild again, man. Like, I'm sorry, man. Like, I think for his own sanity, man, go win some trophies.
Fuck his sanity. What about our sanity?
Nah, I get it, our sanity, but like, bro, like, he's 31 now. He's got to win some trophies, man. Like, you know.
So there's 3 players, right? Because I don't think they'll get rid of all 3. So I imagine 2 might stay. So you got to pick 2 out of it. Maguire, Bruno, and Casemiro. Who are you keeping? Because they're the ones coming down.
Oh, that's another one as well, man. Maguire. Oh,
why? Because you got De Ligt, you got Martinez, you got Heaven, you got Euro. We're calm in that if Maguire goes.
But mate, they love him.
Oh yeah, no, I'm not talking for them, but I'm saying if he does indeed leave, you've got 4 centre backs there. That's cool. If that's the quartet at the start of next season, I go, all right. Yes.
You think Maguire has to go?
Yes,
I do.
Yes.
He has to. And my big problem is, and it's the same with the Casemiro thing, but people don't want to hear it. Let Maguire go, because if they will want to keep him, because they can get him down to 150 grand or whatever it might be, and it stops them buying a centre back. Because I do think if it all depends on Martinez and if he can stay fit and consistent. I think we are okay. I think we are okay, even though you probably might say Yoro and Heaven are still maybe a little too young / raw. Maybe not young, that's the wrong word. Raw in certain aspects, and playing them together does look a bit shaky at times. De Ligt is starting to get a lot of injuries, I think. He is
and he's not for a long time with his injuries. He's not
February, I think he's back ahead. I heard he's back like start.
I do think we need a defender of the between 24 to 28 age range. You know what I mean? Enough experience. I would say to come in and start. Mario, you're looking at 60, 70, 80 million.
If you do sell Maguire, we bring in a centre back. Cool. No qualms with that. If it's those four in addition, someone, I'm like, all right, come.
But he'll go for free, and I just don't. I think they'll rather keep him than going to spend the 40 to 60 million on a centre back. I just don't think they'll want to do it.
Lenny Yoro should be like now next season be low key ready, man. You know what I mean? Like as in like ready and truly. We should look at Lenny Yoro thinking, yo, that's our centre back right there, bro. But
he needs game time, man.
And this is what worries about the one game a week now, because I just think Carrick will just favour Maguire.
Of course, are you mad?
So then you worry about where's Yoro getting the game time, because Martinez is left-sided, and then you've got Maguire who will likely play all the time. Yoro's going to start struggling this season to get the game time he needs, like you say, to be ready for next season.
And De Ligt will be benched as well. And it'll be Martinez and De Ligt and Maguire starting.
Yeah, I think once De Ligt's back, it will be Martinez, De Ligt. I think that'll be the two he'll go with.
No, I don't think so.
I hope so. You don't think he goes with that?
No.
You reckon he goes with Maguire? You reckon he benches De Ligt once he's back fully fit?
Benches De Ligt, bro. I'm telling you.
I think, that Maguire
and
he's desperate.
Because you remember, he grew up with Fergie and what do you call it? He grew up with Ferdinand and Vidic playing every game most of the time.
Yeah,
keeping that continuity, bro. As much as listen, this idea that you swap centre backs is only at Man United, bro. I'm sorry. Like
it's only with Amorim.
Well, yeah, with Amorim, in a sense of like we program ourselves. Like in my head, for me personally, I want the two to remain the same. So if it's De Ligt, Martinez, Maguire, Maguire, De Ligt. If it's someone, please keep it the same, because
I get what you're saying.
You're not comfortable, bro. Like look at Man City had O'Reilly, Nico Gonzalez, Diaz, and Nunes for about a good 10 games, man. Liverpool have got Van Dijk and Figgy. I get it. It's probably the only two that they've got. Chelsea as well. Reece James, Fofana. Okay, Fofana when he's not fit, but it's Fofana and Mohamed Chalobah and Cucurella. Like, you've got to start like...
I get what you're saying. That makes sense.
Keep the momentum, bro. Like, you know what I mean? And there's 16 games left. There's only 1 week where there's 2 games a week. And that is next week, I believe. Or the week after.
And don't we go like 3 weeks without a game or something?
Yeah, we got 3 weeks without a game, bro. 3 weeks.
And the injured players can, get back fit and all that type of stuff.
You know what I mean? So
I'd say De Ligt's our best centre-back, I think.
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
He should be starting. I think he's by far is the wrong thing to say, but I think he embodies everything I want in a centre back. I think and I think he's been exposed. He was exposed a little bit in that back three. I don't think he was great in that. And when he gets back into that solid back four, I think we start to see the real De Ligt, and I think we'll be good with him. It's just a fitness thing, and I really want him to stay fit. And he's still 26, is he?
Yeah, 26.
Yeah, man. Yeah. So still quite young. Nowhere near, you say the peak for a centre back. So maybe we don't need one. Do you know what I mean? We can get in next season with that
cool.
4.
If that's the 4, I go with that.
I agree.
To Saeed's point about having the same continuity with Yoro, I've seen enough, even though I think he's been poor this season, I've seen enough in the first season to go, okay, give him game time. How are we going to find out about him? Yeah. We ain't going to find out about him sitting on the bench. We can argue about it for as long as we want, all the way up until next year, until he gets game time. So until he gets game time next to a partner regularly in a back four, we'll have a clearer indication of whether he's good enough or not. I see enough in his game. Does he need to improve? Yes, of course. But I see enough in his game where I go, he's 20 years old. What 20-year-old centre back doesn't need to improve?
Exactly.
There's certain aspects of his game that, yes, he definitely needs to improve. But I've seen enough where I go, all right, if he's our starting centre back next season, I'll go, cool. Let's find out. We spent 60 million on you. You came in with a big reputation. How do we know if we can throw him in at the deep end? Only way we gonna find out if you can swim, throw him in at the deep end. Throw him in.
Exactly.
Manchester United, he's 20 years old. He's not. Nah, spent 60 million on him.
Can I say as well though, like if we go to the other end of the pitch, I was talking to someone about it before. The fact we've gone like to a proper midfield now, the headache Carrick has with that attacking, attacking players we have at our disposal.
Good headache.
Sesko, Xerxes, Ahmad, Mbumo, Cunha, Mount, and Bruno. Like 7 players.
And Shea Lacey if you want to add him as well.
Shea Lacey in there in the mix as well.
Yeah. Shea Lacey as well. I mean, all of a sudden that starts to you think,
because you know why? Because now you're not thinking about 2 10s and a striker. You're talking about wingers. You talk and wingers now. You know, Dog has all of a sudden become this winger now, which you didn't think before he would be. Like he's playing like a winger now, man, and he's giving a dimension that people haven't seen. So then you got Mbumo who's playing striker. Got Amad Diallo who's just unbelievable. Yep. He's playing right wing now. You can't put Amad Diallo and put him in on the bench. I just think what's mad about Amad Diallo? Man United won't function the same without Amad Diallo in terms of what he gives you off the ball, on the ball, pressing, endeavor, width, directness. Like he gives you a lot. Amad Diallo, bro. Like look, you see that ball when was it Nick O'Reilly had the ball, took it off him, bang, see you later. Look at his endeavor against Ake. Run. He's so vital to this team, bro. Like, it's mad, bro. Like,
energy.
Yeah, we don't have him.
My favorite thing about him. Sorry, bro. Yeah, my favorite thing about him is he's just so unassuming because he's so diminutive. He doesn't look. He's not the biggest. But he's so nippy and quick. And he just gets in and he takes the ball away. He's strong. He's hard to get off the ball. It's just again just so unassuming, but has so many unbelievable qualities that makes him an amazing footballer. And God, praise the Lord that Ten Hag never stayed, because he would not be at the club right now. Do you know what I mean? If he got his way, he would not have been at the club. But what a footballer! We've been so down, and we've been. I think it just highlights the doldrums we've been under the last manager, because when you look on the face of it, we don't actually have. You said it all season, Saeed. We don't actually have that bad of a squad. When you look at individual players, when you look at them individually, the players that we have are really good footballers. It's the problem is making them a cohesive unit and actually playing a team that plays together and can get the best out of each other. Never mind the manager getting the best out of them. How can they get the best out of each other on the pitch and form those relationships? And we the only thing I say under Amorim at the start of the season, we began to see something with Mbumo and Ahmad that looked really, really quite good when they were linking up and stuff on that right hand side. It was just nowhere else on the pitch we ever got to get that. So, I think as a collective, if we can start to get all these players pulling in the right direction, like we saw yesterday, I think we could have a very decent end to the season.
Yeah,
absolutely. If we get on a little run, and next Sunday's. You were saying yesterday, it's almost not a free hit. You don't want to say that, but the real acid test is obviously Fulham. When a team comes to Old Trafford and sits back and we have to break down, how does Carrick look at that and change that up? And the personnel for that will be telling. But I don't want to say just because of yesterday we have to go to the Emirates confident we can get a win. But let's go to the Emirates and get a fucking win, boys, shall we?
Let's go.
Do you know what I mean?
I'm with that. I hear exactly what you're saying. And you mentioned it there, Saeed, about Ahmad and Bremo, and I'm sure Double A's had the conversation. So did I. People are like, where do they both fit in the team? Maybe this is Carrick going forward. Maybe he goes with Bremo in the 9 and Ahmad out wide. I was just thinking about this as you was talking.
PSG style.
Yeah, nowhere near to the level, but we'll go with the PSG style.
The Enrique way.
The Enrique way, man. You know what I'm saying? You know what it is, man. We know who Enrique learned off Carrick. But the point is that maybe he goes with this going forward. Maybe it's not Ahmad or Mbremo. Maybe it's Ahmad and Mbremo, and it's Xerxes, Sesko. You lot fight for your position. Go take the 9 off him. In Xerxes' case, we know Bruno's probably going to play in the 10, but play yourself into the team type of thing. And you know what? Now I'm thinking about it, and this is on the fly. I don't mind it. If it's going to be Mbeumo as the 9 going forward again, like Double A mentioned it there, Fulham. If I see Mbeumo as the 9 and Ahmad as the right winger against Fulham, am I going to have a problem with that? No, I'm not. Same way I would have a problem with it against Arsenal. So maybe he goes with it. That might be our best, and Mbeumo might be the guy to go with it in the 9 position.
Facts. Couple of super chats have come through. Where are the Amrin Innes and Faz hold that? Faz has been famous, bro. He's yeah, man. I can't lie.
Faz, yeah. Faz really ridiculous.
Faz got a Faz in it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Faz going Faz.
Yeah.
Faz going Faz.
Seeing Fergie smiling and clapping was a joy. Some ex-players want to protect their legacy. He's not overwhelmed. Talk about Carrick before. Players saw Ruben over there on their level. Carrick is above. Vikashina says, I paid the referees to rule out 3 goals. If we lost 5-0, they would have gone into exile.
So wait. So before you move off that, so big up for the super chat to Vixini, yeah. So you paid the referee to rule out 3 goals and only dropped a $5 super chat. Yo, you see that money used for the referees? Drop more on the channel. Big up for the $5.
Big up, man.
3 goals, you know. All right, man. But big up.
Facts. Bruno shanked a pass and apologized to the bench. Matthew says, how can Scholes compare Martinez to Haaland, who's taller and bigger? Scholes or Martinez? It's like comparing Parting to Yaya Toure. I don't know that one.
Yeah. I've lost there.
Thanks for the super chat, though.
Yeah, big up Matthew, man. Let me know what you meant there, but yeah, we need a right back to get rid of Dallo. Yeah, Dallo, bro.
Yes.
Mazarawi's back. Thankfully, Mazarawi's back. Commiserations to him losing from Morocco, but at least Mazarawi.
Yeah, he's back, bro.
That's a big bonus. He'll be back for Arsenal, right? Yeah.
Hopefully, bro. Hopefully.
No, he'll be back. What's the 18th? We don't play Arsenal.
Because Ahmad and Boomer were straight back in it.
Yeah, man. Like, Dallo, hey, Maz, we need you. If you seen what we're doing over here, hey, yes,
we need you. We need you back ASAP, bro. We need you back ASAP.
Do you know what? Know what we're getting back as well? We're getting back for Mazraoui back. Remember when under Ten Hag and he was our best player? It was like 13 million for this done. Wow. We're getting him back. Dallo, you cut, brother. You cut. I'm sorry. It's time to obrigado. Do you know what I mean? Obrigado, go.
But you know what pisses me off though? It's just like I think he played better second half, but it's bro. You know what I've noticed though? The fan base have had enough of him. Old Trafford, bro. I've had enough.
Oh, that pass.
You think he's just online? Like, bro, Old Trafford, I'm sick of him. Brighton game, sick of him. Now it's just like, bro, he's just doing everything wrong. He could have got sent off. You know what I mean? And just the passing, it's sometimes you feel like, are you playing with us or are you against us, bro? Like United have got to be able to get a right back in the summer. I don't know who we go and get. I don't know what to go and get. They need to go and get rid of him so they can get a replacement in. Because if we don't buy a right back, it makes it clear that we're basically going to be using Dallo. Because I think Mazraoui gets a lot of injuries throughout the season. Little niggles where he's out for like 3 weeks, 2 weeks.
Little what?
More probably, yeah. And then
little what? Little what? What did you say? Little what?
Niggles.
Oh, right, okay. Just making
sure. This guy. But like, he gets a lot of these niggles here, and I'm like, bro, like that will give Dallo, because now he's playing right back only, yeah. Because beforehand you could say Mazraoui could go back to the right centre back. Mazraoui gonna play only one position, so the more he plays, the more Dallo gets maybe ahead of him in Michael Carrick, because he seems to be getting in every team. Yeah, he finds his way in. Ten Hag, Amarin. Bro, like, you know, every team, he just finds himself involved, like, you know what I mean? And it's like, bro, come on, man.
I think
it's only on the Ollie where Wan-Bissaka had it.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah. I think it'll be telling them the starting lineup on Sunday, because Mazraoui would have had just as much time as Ahmad and Mbeumo coming back from AFCON.
Yep.
Yes.
If he doesn't start, then it tells you that Dalot may be the favourite for the right back position. But if it's Mazraoui, which we hope it is, You never know. It might be Razmari at left back if that's what he's been playing for Morocco. He might.
You got Shaw and Dogu over them sides there, but hopefully it's him at right back.
If Dogu's a winger now, then I don't know if he will. But I seen someone mention it before. It might even be worth a swap. I know swap deals are hard to do, but Wesley from Roma might be a shout. Young right back, Brazilian kid.
You know what?
I don't know about it. Right,
he's decent, bro.
Usually like tell me like profile wise, so not skill. Profile wise, who does he remind? Does he remind you of anyone in the Premier League?
No one. Okay. He's just a good Brazilian. He's just a good Brazilian fullback, really, bro.
More attack. I'm guessing more attack minded than defense minded.
Yeah, well, Brazilian. Yeah, but you can get on the pitch. He's athletic. Do you know what I mean? And I think he'd be young. Like I said, get under Mazraoui. Learn from Mazraoui in certain ways. and yeah, I think it's a good shrewd signing.
That's a double A special right there.
Yeah, I know.
I'll show you some names. So these are the best right backs in world football according to Football Transfer Market. Hakimi, obviously, they're the ones that are already available.
I don't know about a lot about that Trent. Is he available? Bring him over here, man. What are we saying?
Nah, I don't think so, man. On that, man. On that. He's
with Trent,
nah, he's too injury prone, man. Too injury prone. Livramento's injury prone, but I do like him. Wesley's there. That's the one you're talking about there. Wesley. Who else is in there?
These right backs. Is this really the state of right backs? Hey, scouting team. You got
Coyote, yes. Coyote. Big shout.
He looked decent from
yeah. Very good. Very good. Dumfries is still around, you know, guys, man. What do you reckon?
I'm not going to lie. When I watch him, I'm like,
Nah. Okay.
Is this the right backs now? Hey, scouting department, go on there for Jen.
Anderson. Need to do. Monaco. Gertrude, obviously, is out there. Ryerson, who plays for Dortmund.
I rate Aina at Forest. You know, he just come back from a long-term injury. I'm a fan of
Doué is decent. Plays for
Strasbourg. There's another Doué.
Yeah, his brother.
Oh, his brother. I didn't even know he had a brother.
Yeah. He's at Ivory Coast. Plays for, doesn't he?
Yes.
Vanderson's a shout. I like Vanderson. Whether
Atalanta he plays for.
Monaco, yeah, Brazilian.
This is it's looking peak. It's looking peak. Yeah, right back isn't.
But that's what I'm saying. So like Wesley's 21, yeah. So get him again. Mazraoui's you starting, and then eventually Wesley to take over. Or you go for any sort of young right back. It don't have to be a starter, does it? I think with Mazraoui, you've seen the quality of him to be a starting right back for us. We just need to shift the low. That's the problem, I think.
It's not them. I think the problem is if they want to do it. Because I think if we want to shift the low, we could. So I'll just get rid of him. I think we do. So.
What we need to do is see where Amarin rocks up next and just ship him there, bro. Give him some family tax and that. Like, come on.
Point. But Amarin will do the Ten Hag and not come and get any of his guys. It's the craziest part. Man went to Leverkusen, signed a whole heap of players, and didn't come get no one. Signed a goalkeeper and didn't come get Onana. That's cheeky shit.
He went and got Kwanzaa for like 50 million or something.
Yeah.
And they come get nobody from us. Nobody.
And he got sacked in a couple of months, so there you go. Who's fault?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Coyote's the one, I think.
Is he more of a wing back though than a fullback?
You're right. They're playing a 4-2. What did Brentford play though? Did they play 4-2-3-1 or 4-3-3?
I think it's a mix from what I've seen, but someone in the chat will know better than me.
Yeah, it's one of them. It depends on the style we play. If we have a possession-based manager, is he the guy that's good in possession? You know what I mean? Like, would you want to trust him? Like, you know what I mean? So I don't know, like, you know, if that's the one forward. But yeah, they play a 4-3-3, but he is good, man. He is good. He's quick, he's strong.
He's decent.
And also set pieces, throw-ins and that. Yo, we'd be cooking with Coyote. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, bro. It's one of them ones, man.
Or maybe it's someone we don't even know about, some up and coming we've not even really know, and they go and surprise us.
Yeah.
United do that, don't they? All the time.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's get some more super chats. Love and Boomer, but as a 9, Sesko would feed. But Mbumo can do it though, man.
He can play central. Whether he can play solo as a 9 is yet to be seen.
Long term. Yeah.
For long term, but I'm saying I'll go this far. I want to see it. Put it this way, I'd rather miss out? Embremo or Ahmad or Sesko?
Sesko.
Exactly. Yeah. Embremo or Ahmad or Xerxes?
Yeah, that's fair. If
we can make this work, I think he might have. Maybe it was accidental. Maybe it was his long-term plan. But I'm looking at it and going, try it. Why not? I'd rather see Embremo and Ahmad out there.
Yeah, I agree. Kingdom, shout out to you, bro. He says, Ahmad Lacey as right wing, Ahmad or Lacey, Sesko and Buma striker, could use Xerxes as 10, sell Bruno and get a left winger, Manu and Sekou Kone in midfield. If we could get Baleba and Anderson, if we can't get Baleba Anderson. Paul, I'm not sure about that too in midfield though, man, right now, next season. You get me? Like, you know what I mean? I think we've got to get it for the target. For me, bro, but Anderson was quality against Arsenal. You know what I mean? He put in a stellar performance, man. He in terms of midfielder, yeah, like, have you got like a name that you have to go and get? Like, is it Baleba? I get with 2, but give me one name that it has to be certain.
I ain't gonna lie, it was Baleba, and then he fell off a cliff form-wise. So now I'm just looking at him funny. In the summer, I was like, yeah, go and get him, but I can't just ignore poor form. I can't just bypass it. Like, it is a major concern of mine that your form can just fall off a cliff. And I didn't watch a lot of AFCON, but I heard he played well at AFCON. So what is it? Like, what is going on? But in regards to the Premier League, there's no real standout names for me that I look at and say, yeah, go and get him. I said, Baleba's form's falling off a cliff. I do like Wharton. Seems he's patterned up the injury side of things, because that was my biggest concern with him before this season in particular. But it seems this season he's played games. With Anderson, it's just more the stylistic, because a lot of the times he's played when it was under Nuno, it's under Sean Dyche, you're without the ball. It's a lot of it is without the ball. How is it on the ball type of thing, when you're expected to do much more than you expected to do at Forest, more consistently as well. So yeah, in regards to it, no, there's no standout names for me right now. I'm gonna say Wharton because Palace are selling.
Bro, they are falling apart though.
It's price. If man start talking 100 million for these players, go elsewhere.
Yeah.
If man start talking in silly prices, 100 M's, like, yeah, ridiculous.
They're getting ripped apart, aren't they? So I think something like that, they'll have to say that. I think they'll ask for someone. Like, something daft like that for him.
This is a low-key one as well. I can't lie to you. James Garner looks good, man. He's out of contract as well. You know what I mean? I'm not going to lie to you, man. I don't think we can rule him out.
Of contract? He's going to be out of contract?
In the summer, I believe, yeah.
So why Everton not renewing him?
Maybe he wants bigger and better. Maybe he wants bigger and better, yeah. I
can't lie to you, bro.
If we get him for free, if we can get him for free,
bro, why not? For free. You man up, bro. I'm telling you now, bro. I think he's a good player, man. I rated him before he left. I was surprised.
No, it's a comment in the chat. Someone said Ghana for the DNA. That sounds crazy, bro.
That's crazy.
Yeah. It's all hey, yo. That's crazy. You put more money into all right. You do way too much. This is the That is a crazy comment, yo.
Yeah.
What? What?
Yes, brother. Fair play, you know. Fair play. Like you said what you. That was in your head. Ghana's DNA was in your head.
Soul, man. Yo, soul search. You need to go search your own soul for comments like that. Yo, that is wild. Yo.
That's why I was laughing. I saw that.
It was, but yeah, Ghana is like, he's a decent player, yes. But are we? Why am I saying depth? Are we not supposed to be getting first teamers?
Yeah, exactly. Like push the first teamers to the bench.
Yeah,
that is always my thing. Like
man, I'm talking about. But let's say it's Anderson and Wharton. All right, cool. Well, you don't need to worry about James Garner.
No. James Garner. Yeah.
James Garner.
I agree with that. Stop buying.
No. We agree, bro.
Stop buying for the bench.
DNA talk, man. DNA, allow it. DNA talk, man.
DNA sexual.
Sorry, that comment just took me out. You know, that is bad.
Yeah, I'd take it back. It would be in addition to what we have in terms of Wharton or. You know, thingy. If it meant we bought a big signing in Wharton and Anderson, then Garner as well was in there. then
do your midfielders have to have Premier League experience? Because a player that keeps getting in the chat, who I like, Angelo Stiller, I would.
How many games have you watched of him, man?
Well, I do watch Bundesliga a lot, you know. I do watch it.
Is he good though? Is he good?
I can hear his name. I bet your chat. I bet the chat's going crazy now because anytime his name gets mentioned, people speak so highly of him. But they're in the. Are they in the Conference League or the Europa League? They're in 1 or 2, right? They're in Europe, right?
Yeah, I think they are in Europe. I can't remember what they're in, but I think they are in Europe. They're pushing for Champions League in the league this season.
I'm gonna watch. Depending on who they draw in the latter stages, I'm gonna start watching and have a look and see
what's his qualities though. What's his qualities? Double A.
Bro, he's sound defensively. He's very good on the ball. He progresses. I've seen him up top. He goes forward quite well. People think he's going to come as a 6. He's not a 6 really. He can progress. He can get up and down the pitch. He's really good. Like I rate him highly. I think he's got qualities that we miss in midfield. And if you're looking for someone to replace Casemiro, I think he'll do the job really, really well. Passing is good. I think he's fantastic. I think he's a really good player and someone we need. So I like him.
Yeah, but they don't. Yeah. For me, because you're buying 2 starters potentially. Because even if Bruno leaves, maybe you push Maino further forward into that 10. But you want one of them to have Premier League experience, but it's not a must for me. I don't look at it and go, definitely. Signing 2, one of them, yes. The other one, no. And then you have Maino and also Casemiro as well. So. Yeah.
Do you know what I would like? An outside shot, we'll probably never get him.
Go on.
Bundesliga as well. I love Pavlovic, I'd love Pavlovic at United. I think he's a fantastic.
Yeah, he's a good player. I like Pavlovic. Yeah. That's one name.
Really like him. Really like.
He would never leave Bayern though.
No. I get But I'm just saying because they're saying obviously Madrid and Bayern are looking at Stiller. Could you upset on the apple cart a little bit? But then they've got Goretzka will probably go. I know they've got Lehmann, they've got other players, but
players, man. For once, I never want not many Real Madrid players I want, man. It's kind of mad to say that, but I don't. I look at Real Madrid, I'm like Rodrigo, maybe. But I'm just like Real Madrid players. Valverde, yes, but I'm not really into Vinny Jr. Camavinga, Tchouaméni. I just think there's a lot of injuries behind it. There's a lot of things going on. I don't know, man. I don't know.
Yeah.
Barcelona, I'm all for it. Pedri, Yamal. You know what I mean?
Gavi when he's fit. Yeah.
Alvaro Carrick, yes. We should never have sold him, though, innit? Really and truly. No. Jude, no, I wouldn't take Jude. I wouldn't, bro.
Nah.
Because then we'd have to, it's the same thing with Bruno Fernandes. You have to, focus on that one player to build off, and I'm like, you know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, I just midfield's gonna be interesting, man. We should be really signing one in January, but can we really take advantage of this market? If we don't sign a player, but we're gonna be letting down Carrick, man. We let down really and truly. Let's be honest. Ruben Amorim probably could have done with a signing, even if we don't rate the manager or not yet. Probably could have done with a signing, but bro, we need to get a body in, bro. Someone a bit fresh. What do you think? Or do you think this is it? We got a big enough squad.
I don't trust. I don't think the club are going to get anyone. I think they're going to leave him high and dry, which is really sad. We definitely need someone. But they'll look at, like we said, the forward players we've got is 7 or 8. Do you know what I mean? With 3 midfielders, you'd say. I just think they'll just get by. Just keep what you've got. What you've got. Just kind of keep it there. I don't believe this midfielder that we're speaking to on a loan that's playing abroad but's got Premier League experience. I think someone in the chat mentioned it might be Loftus-Cheek. I was like, wow, don't say that. You know what I mean? I just can't see the club. The club don't like January, do they? So
yeah, they never spend money in January.
They don't like it.
I say to you.
I think last year we got Dorgu and Heaven.
Yeah,
I can't. I think we'll just they'll say to Carrick, we've got the squad here. We're getting players back from AFCON. Just try and get us through with what you've got and build from there. I know they've brought Collier back, who may go out on a loan again, but if needed, there's a midfielder.
Collier's better than Ugarte. Why don't we just use Collier instead, just to shore it up a little bit?
I don't think Collier's better than Ugarte, bro. I think.
Do you think so?
No, well, I think his level is that top level Championship West Brom. I think apparently he might be going on loan again, but not for me. I'd rather not. I think, but it's worrying that Kone couldn't get anywhere near the team when we're dying for midfielders, and then he might be going on loan to what's the club that Thingy owns? Not Nice, Ineos owns that other club with a weird name.
Well, the Sun, or whatever it is.
I think he might be going there. I think Kone. I saw. He did do like a behind the door friendly with him or something like that. But
I didn't know that.
Which I think we struggled up. I think I'd love us to go and get some kind of midfielder in just to bolster it and have four centre midfielders that we can rotate.
That's a shout.
You know what I mean? But it's just no trust in the club to ever do it, bro. And it's
facts.
It's a shame.
Matthews, I think, saying that he meant it's like comparing Scholes to Yaya Toure, saying Haaland would carry Martinez because of size. Now it kind of makes sense. I get you, man. But at the same time, I just don't think it was needed for him to say that. You know what I mean? That's the only thing I think. Yeah, this one's a good one as well. Yeah, this one's a shout. This one's a shout. Let's see how he does over there. Big up Charlotte. She's saying Collier is apparently going whole on loan. Okay. But I don't get this kind of, by the way. Do you get it, by the way? Like when players just move loans, like, is it just because like the player says, I don't want to live in here anymore. I don't live in Derby anymore.
I don't think it's that. I think it's game time. Like if you're flying and playing well, you're probably going to extend the loan. Let's say it's a 2-month loan and you're playing well. It's like Amas, is he not? Where is he?
He's playing well. Apparently, he's going out alone again.
He's coming back. Wait, remember going to Stoke apparently.
Yeah, that makes no sense if he's been playing well.
Because I think I think with the club at that, I would look at it like if he can get game time at Stoke that are pushing for promotion, he's playing at a high level, better quality, rather than Sheffield Wednesday who are going down and he might be struggling every week. You tested him in a better team. He's training better with better players, bringing on his level more. So it's a loan that suits him better for his own development rather than necessarily all the game time, if that makes any sense. I know it's the same league, but you're probably going to be playing better and higher on confidence sort of thing rather than getting pummeled every week and, young players getting blamed for that. With Collier, I think he got injured, didn't he? He was playing a bit and got injured. So maybe he's like, he's just not going to get back in the team. It's not worth him staying there.
Probably. Yeah, that's a shout.
But I think Hull's probably a better team to be at. Like Shah said, Hull are doing well in the league. So it's probably just a better. I think that might be his level. I think I'd rather sell him, to be honest with you.
Yeah,
get a bit of money for him. Get a bit of money.
But the thing is, though, it just depends on whether that Stoke guy is better left back right now. In it, you know what I mean? It is. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, go in there gambling, but sometimes the grass isn't always greener. Do you know what I mean?
I think Amas is class, though, mate. I think he's gonna be good. I think. I'm not too worried about Amas. I think he'll eventually become our left back. I'm trying to think who their left back is. Yeah.
But no, it's like I said, it's positive, isn't it? Like we've got options. Been a good weekend. Everyone's happy. Everyone's buzzing. Everyone's smiling, and we can all just like enjoy now what's to come. I want the game right now tomorrow. Do you know what I mean?
When's the last time you said that? When's the last time you said that, Saeed?
Bro, since
last week.
I don't know.
Since Fergie.
Since Fergie.
Since Fergie,
yeah, bro.
Man literally said, I'm looking forward to the game. And I'm with you. I'm looking forward to the game. But you say it's been like that since Amrim's gone. I'll be like, all right, let's just see what it is because you know what to expect. Never, ever let that man live down what he did here.
Do you know what? I'll tell you, I look forward to the Burnley game just because it wasn't Amorim in charge. Even I wasn't expecting much, but I actually thought, I'm actually looking forward to watching United now.
Yeah. And you see with the back four, how much better we was. We actually like tried to win the game. Look at that. Bare minimum.
Yeah, shout out to Malacia, man. Yeah, he's there for the vibes, man. Big up Malacia, man.
Yeah, because you're part of the bomb squad initially.
Yeah, he was.
Man. Yeah, man.
I'll probably get moved. You'll probably because you got Dogu ahead of him. Shaw's there as well. If we do sign the left back, it's not there. Yeah,
pretty sure it's his last year in it. Contracts anyway.
Yeah, he's out of contract. Yeah,
I think he's out of contract.
Yeah, he just. Yo, bro, listen, I don't mind him thinking, yo, man, let me see my contract out and just let me make my bread, bro. Like, I think the league deserves.
was gonna say the only United player to win a league in it the last couple of years.
Who?
When he went to PSV last season.
Oh yeah, he did. Yeah, that's crazy, man. Yeah, Brandon Williams is at Hull City, so maybe he's gonna go ahead of it.
Did he sign for Hull?
Is that where he's gone?
I know he was there in pre-season, but I don't know if he signed for them or not. I don't think he did, you know. I don't think he did. I know he played there in the summer, but I don't think he signed for them.
Did he sign? Yeah, he plays for Hull City, yeah.
Oh, did he sign for them? Okay.
Yeah, he signed for them, yeah.
He's played only the one game.
That's crazy. Like,
he's not playing now.
Your career goals, man.
One match.
1 minute, you're 18 and that, and United, boom, 25 is crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Given too much too soon, that kid, though, unfortunately.
Yeah, madness.
How bad Shaw was that him overlapping got everybody gassed. That's what it was. He came in and ran around and was energetic. That's what
Elanga did. That's what Elanga did. And then look at Elanga now.
Yeah, Elanga did that with, But hey, he got his moves. He went to Forest, did well, and now he's at Newcastle. Like, granted, it's not going very well, but
Brandon's just done bad life decisions. That's the problem with Brandon, man. Like, do you know what I mean? In the wrong crowd. You get me?
Yeah.
Like, it's crazy, man. Ferreira says, I swear I want the same energy against Arsenal. If we go down fighting, I don't mind losing that. I think we can do it. Big up for the panel and the chat. Love for the love. Yeah, I agree, man. Listen, it's all about, as much as we bash managers and we criticize them, bro, end of the day, it's all about managers, players putting effort in and showing they're committed. If they are, then it makes the manager's life easier because then you can stick to the task. But if they don't, then that's where it becomes a problem, innit? Like, you know, and that's where players got to do half of the job, and half of the job is to play, to show a bit of effort and commitment. If they do that, then done half of the job. So let's see. Let's see if it's not a bluff. Let's see if it's not just a gimmick, and let's see if they actually, you know, are on it. You know what I mean? Next game. That's all we want. If we lose to Arsenal, it's I'm going to be hurt, but at the same time, if we show commitment and fight, then I won't be as mad.
So if we don't, you don't go there and get rolled over.
Yeah,
and make sure Arsenal are actually playing well. Don't go there and get beat, and Arsenal have been terrible. Or Arsenal have been average. No, make sure they've actually played well and they've had to work for the victory. And don't just go there and get packed. And that's where we're at. And I'm sure Carrick will have a game plan. I'm sure it'll be probably the same. I'm expecting the same lineup as we played against Manchester City and kick on from this and not only put in a good performance, also go and get a good result. I don't think we can win the game, no. But don't get me wrong. I thought we'd beat City, yes. I didn't expect that performance, though. Nowhere near. Over the moon with the performance and the manner in which we beat them. Now go on to Arsenal. And then try and if you go get a result there, you look at the rest of it. Fulham, I think who else is in there? I think it's West Ham, Spurs, etc. They're games you look at and you go, all right, let's try and put some form of run together. We're currently we 5th in the league right now?
Yeah, 5th, bro. Yeah, let's look at the league table before we
good week for us.
I don't want to really look at it, to be honest with you, because I feel like it's a messed up league, bro. Like, it's honestly like this league is robbed a little bit, man. It's not great, bro. Like, Wolves today, so this is the league's result. Chelsea won 2-0, but Brentford really should have got something out of that game. They had so many chances. Leeds obviously beat last minute. Liverpool drew with Burnley, crazy. Sunderland keeping up their home form, again unbeaten at home. West Ham, bro, they beat Tottenham. They're finished. I'm not even looking at Tottenham anymore. And Arsenal drew 0-0 with Forest. Charles Forest. Wolverhampton got a draw against Newcastle, crazy. And then Everton beat Aston Villa 1-0, which is mad.
Yeah,
and that's how the table looks. So we are right now, we're 5th in the table, 1 point behind Liverpool, who are Bournemouth next weekend, which I can't lie to you, man. Bournemouth might cause them problems. You get me?
Is that away or at home?
Away.
Yeah, it might be tricky for them.
Yeah, it might be a tricky game, broski. So, you know what I mean? Because if they win, they go 4 points clear of us, and then you've got to play Arsenal, innit? So let's just hope that Bournemouth can get a result there.
Yeah, man.
If we get a draw minimum at Arsenal, we'll go ahead of them based on goal difference. So
Villa away at Newcastle.
Yes, yeah.
See, hopefully, goes that way, you start to creep up on them as well. 3rd place.
Yeah, that's a matter. It's a tall ask. 8 points. You know what I mean? Yeah. 8 points is a tall ask.
We still got to get about Old Trafford, so don't worry about that.
Yeah,
Listen, what am I doing? I'm jumping ahead. I'm doing a Saeed. What am I doing? Stop.
You are
Yeah.
Yeah.
The league is
One game.
cooked. The league is cooked. The league is cooked, man. The league is finished, bro.
The league is cooked. It's on us. That's where the big issue lies. That's why there's so much criticism of Amorim because of where we're at in the league. As bad as he was, where he was when Carrick took over and one win, and you look at where we're at, and you look who's facing each other as well. So we'll see.
Wow.
What's this?
Xavi has just said that on his pod that decision on Frank has been made. The statement's coming out tomorrow morning. Xavi top candidate to replace.
Which Xavi? Xavi Alonso?
Xavi Hernandez. Yeah,
Xavi Hernandez, or is it Dave? Is it Dave Xavi? Which is taking over Spurs?
Yeah, David Ornstein just said in his pod decision. Yeah, so it's Xavi Hernandez, isn't it?
Xavi,
Wow.
he's the top candidate. Does he know about he's the top candidate?
Yeah, he has no clue. You know.
Is he aware? I like Spurs, but Jesus, does he know?
News to me, like what?
Yeah, that's news to me.
I don't see this. Where is this? I'm trying to look to find out.
On his podcast, I don't know what podcast is.
Podcast. Yeah, Xavi is the name. If they get Xavi, I'm gonna be fuming, man. But Xavi, what's Xavi gonna do when he goes over there? That team.
Nothing.
Nah, man. There's no Xavi here, man. There's no Xavi here, man. There's no credible sources. We'll find out, man. 20 minutes ago. Put the link in the chat, then, isn't it? Is it from David Ornstein? Is it from somewhere else?
Yeah. There's no Ornstein bomber, is there?
There's no Ornstein bomber, man. There's nothing like that, bro. There's nothing.
Basically, Saeed said you're chatting shit. Stop it. If you don't know, don't say it. I'm only joking, Tyrese. It's only a joke, mate.
Let me know which one it is. I've actually even gone to the WhatsApp group, but yeah.
Don't be calling me a fat pig on Twitter and stuff.
DM'd you Twitter about the United game. What United? What game? United? Which game? Arsenal.
He's talking about City. He's talking about City because you mentioned it at the start. I'm guessing. Send that link to me as well because you said you watched the game back.
Oh yeah.
That's what I'm guessing you're talking about. Yeah, send it through to me as well. WhatsApp me that, please. I need to watch.
Yeah, I want to WhatsApp you it, man. It's what's he called, man? The guy that put it on. Backy is called.
Watch that.
1 second. Let me just because the guy that put it on here, he puts the full game on, man. And I'm not gonna lie to you. There's another website that I use anyway. But yeah, this one here is definitely a good one. But yeah, I'll definitely send that to you, bro, as soon as I get a chance. Yeah. But yeah, man, people. Yeah, United Backy, that's the one. 1 second. Let me just find that for you. United.
Right, how you doing? Admin on the show. Do you know what I mean?
Saeed, man. That is a crazy username, man. Sound like
yeah.
United Backy sounds
because it gets copyrighted straight away. Because
if not, I'll find it.
Big up to Tyrell, by the way.
Yeah, I think he got copyrighted, bro.
Oh, yeah, he probably did.
Yeah, he got copyrighted. Yeah, there you go. So
I'll find it though. Don't worry about it. I'll be able to find it.
Yeah, I'll find the website. But yeah, love, man. But people, we're gonna wrap up here, man. It's been a lit show. Please hit the like button on the video. That'll be amazing. If you lot could just hit the like button and shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Good vibes, good energy. Midday live tomorrow. We're gonna cook LB, and then we're gonna cook Big Steve, and then we're gonna cook anyone else who wants to smoke. You know what I mean? So hold that. You know what I mean, Man City fans.
Is it Jord on the midday live tomorrow? Spurs fan.
George,
yeah. But he's just checked out. He's at that phase where he's checked out, bro.
Can't cook him because he's flambéed. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, he's just kind of like, he checked out, bro. You get me?
We've all been there.
I hope you're right. I disagree, but I hope you are right. And this time next week, you super chat and say, "See, look, I told you." I hope you're right, and we do. I just don't see it. I think we get a result, yes. I don't see a win.
Yeah, man. But now, big up to you, man. Big up to you. Double A, man. Love for always coming on, bro, man. And you get me. We'll definitely speak because I'll be in London on the Arsenal game with the mob in it. We'll definitely do our show after. Yeah, we'll definitely do our show after, though.
Yeah, man.
And then,
you know that.
You get me?
Nah, mate. Love for having me on, bro. It needs to be the other way around, opening up your channel for everyone to come and give their say, have their say on everything football. And it's there's no better show to be on when this show is like
Yeah.
this. Do you know what I mean? When it's not about a win, it's about a performance. It's about a feeling, and it's about just being happy. And I think every United fan after yesterday has to be happy, even those that were preying on Carrick's downfall. I see you. I know who you are. Bro. And the fakeness of you to try and crack, smile through those tears. I hope that humble pie tasted beautiful this morning when you was. I'm gonna say no. I'm not gonna say what I was gonna say. We'll move on swiftly from that. But yeah, no, I love being in the show. It's a great way to finish the week. If we win or we lose, whatever, being with the man them is always fun.
Yeah.
So big up to you, Saeed, every single time. Yes, I'm talking about Twat AFC and the other dude as well. But big up to Flawless, my hype man, every single time. Big up to Ash. Sadly, you want my twin. But yeah, and obviously Andy. We always give it up to Andy as well.
Yeah, big up Andy always, man.
He's not dying.
He's not dead, by the way, people.
Yeah, he's not dead.
Andy's alive and well, people.
Yeah.
Andy's alive, man.
Yeah, man.
He's alive.
Yeah, man. And the best chat on YouTube. You keep me entertained, and I love interacting with you every single time. That's why I'm always in and out of the conversation, because I'm looking at you guys and wanting to bring you in the show. I did a bloody video on my channel, believe it or not. Can you believe I did that? Will Carrick turn the season around? That's what I was asking United fans. Got my old man in the video, which was
legend.
Good. Yeah, man. Old Gary was up in there. I'll drop the link. You can go and watch it if you want. If you want to go and subscribe to the channel, that would be fantastic as well. FC, the word double.
There you go.
And then A, that's where I live. So yeah, just go and subscribe. I've got very, very soon consistent content coming to the channel. Very, very different. Something more in my lane.
Let's go.
Yeah, man, I can't wait. Pause on it in and out. I don't know what I've said. I apologize. Anyway, but yeah, big up to you all. I love every single one of you. Glory, glory, Man United. And let's go for next Sunday, man. I can't wait.
Okay. By the way, just before, I don't know what Fabrizio's trying to do, man, with this clickbait, bro. Is he actually being serious, bro?
Why? What's he done?
He said, "Hey, United secret meetings for signings."
No,
I keep hearing about this, man.
Bro,
Secret midfielder.
Bro, you better. But I'm gonna. If when I watch that video, if you don't tell me like if it's a genuine signing, a name, then bro,
he gonna drop a name, but he'll
every single video there's a United. There's someone related to my United in the video, just because we know we're gonna get numbers in it, bro. I don't want Loftus Cheek, man. On Loftus Cheek, bro, man. He ain't what we need. On that, man.
Cheek, that's fucking wild.
That's wild, man.
Wild.
Flawless, what are you saying? What you got coming?
Yo, first and foremost, blessed for having me on. Blessed for having this fucking guy. Yo, this guy all the time. Charlton Soul Searching said that James Garner. Yo, that still got me. I'm not gonna lie. James Garner comment is A1. But Saeed, blessed for having me, man. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate you for having me on the channel. Always good chopping up with you, Double A. Especially in these circumstances as well. Happier times. Amarim gone, beating Manchester City, Arsenal dropping points, Liverpool dropping points. It's fantastic. Again, Amarim gone. Make sure as well you lot check out the match reaction I did. I was Saeed. Kind enough to join, so make sure you check that out. It's on the channel, people, and you're gonna get more of that type of content as well. But got coming up, sports Q&A, people. So we'll be talking all things, basically a roundup of the weekend's football. So basically that you lot can ask questions in the chat, and if I can locate them, Beijing Reds TV, those will be doing the United Liverpool show straight after that. So an hour from now, talking all things United and all things Liverpool. I want to hear what they got to say. I don't know. I want to know what went wrong against Burnley. So yeah, Sarcasm City TV on YouTube. Sarcasm City TV Extra on YouTube. Subscribe to both, please.
Come on. My brother in the building. Big up the brothers. Big up Ash. He probably fell asleep on the sofa. Shout out to Ash. And yeah, man, we'll be back next week. I'll be back tomorrow. Midday Live Straight Jacket podcast. And then, yeah, man, enjoy the week, man. I can't lie, bro, because I definitely will do, man. You know what I'm saying, people? 100%. But yeah, head over to Sarcasm City TV right now. It's Q&A, right?
Yeah, the Lisandro Martinez response.
Yeah.
Saeed's not listened to a word you've just said, Flawless. That's what I've just got from that.
Just double checking. I'll just double checking.
He's literally just said it, bro.
You got a shot after that. I've got another one after that. Flawless.
Yeah, I got another one after that. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So I wanted to double check.
Sure, right one. I hear it. Man.
Yeah.
I'm only joking.
The wrong way.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yo, that's double A such
People-
a trouble cause, yo. Trouble cause.
But it's the AFCON, man. It messed my head up, bro.
Nah,
Yeah.
I hear it.
Well, you know what we'll do? We'll end up on this picture before we go, guys.
Yeah.
Take care.
Lord.
Bye-bye.